So come with us as we head to Turks and Caicos. We're going to be staying at beaches. We're so excited for this. We've been trying to get away for quite a while now, and finally the time has come. We truly enjoyed ourselves here at this resort, and we want to share with you a few things that maybe could help you while you're planning your trip. So we'll go through where we stayed on the resort. We're going as a couple. We didn't bring any kids with us, and typically folks who go to beaches bring like a family trip, but we didn't do that. It was just us. So they do have one of the villages that is dedicated to adults only, and so that's where we stayed, which is the Key West Village. And then we'll go through the food, resort activities, as well as some off-site activities that we really enjoyed, and think if you're planning your trip, this will help you plan your trip. All right. So, of course, as soon as you arrive, you're going to go through and get your bags and all that great stuff. And then you'll be whisked away in the bus straight over to the beaches. But depending on which village you're staying in, they'll drop you right there. Of course, with the Key West Village, this is club level. So you'll check in. You'll be escorted to your room. Your luggage will be sent over for you. And you can see here, this is a beautiful village. You don't see a kid in sight. So if you don't want any kids around, this is a place to stay. There's 5 villages: the Key West, Italian, French, Caribbean, and Seaside. We stayed at the Key West Village. And here you're going to be able to see our room, which is rather large. We have a full kitchen that comes with everything you can think of if you wanted to dine in your room. But in addition to that, you have a dining room area and a living room area that is separate from your room. In the fridge, it's fully stocked with all the beverages you can think of, and of course, it's replenished daily. So if you choose to, or you run out of drinks, which we never did, they will replenish it for you. And then also you get wine as well too. So let me show you our living room. As you can see, there's a full screen, flat screen TV here. And we did actually kind of hang out in this room from time to time when we came back from our excursions and or doing activities. And it's great to have a separate space where you can lounge. I don't like outside clothes on the bed, so it really worked out great for me. And you can see here our king bed, and the room is completely separate with a door that separates the living room from your bedroom. And in here you also have a TV. In here there's only one chair, so of course when you want to hang out together, we had to do that in the living room, which is fine. But we also have a little veranda here where you can go outside and just enjoy the ambiance. You can see once I step out here that we have 2 lounging chairs. It's covered, which is great. And then over on the side, we had a dining area. If we chose to eat outside, we could do that comfortably there. And they had a little event going on this evening here, so you can see that as well too. And way over is where you can see the beach. That is our partial view to the beach, which was so beautiful. As soon as we got down, we like to always kind of get ourselves acclimated with the property. It was a great time to do so, and we were able to catch the sunset. I will be very honest, the sunset here is beautiful. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Every night I could catch it. I tried my best to do so, and as you can see, it is just giving us picturesque sunset. Oh my gosh, pink streaks all through, and we really enjoyed that. I can't get enough of the sunset. So if you love sunsets while you're here, there are so many sitting areas outside where you can do that. But let's get right into food. So Cricketers is that pub style food where we had sandwiches, chicken wings. I started with a salad, trying to be healthy. The next thing that we dined at was Sapodilla's, and this place is adults only. We got a chance to get a ride over there because we were running a little late, and this property is huge. Started off with the drinks of the day, followed by the butternut squash soup. And then I had kind of 2 dinners put together, giving me a little surf and turf, which is the beef tenderloin and the lobster. Then for dessert, I had the banana rum tart, and I just asked for a little bit of ice cream on the side. Next day for breakfast, we went to Barefoot, which is so nice. You get to sit right on the sand and you're right by the water. So it's a beautiful ambiance for you to enjoy your breakfast. I try to be real healthy. I had fruit and the plantain porridge. I will say you need to season this bad boy up, but it is delicious once you get your seasoning in there. And as you can see, you're right by the pool and wedged between the ocean waves. So it's such a lovely place and I enjoyed it so much that we actually went back the next day and ate there again for breakfast. So it really is a beautiful place to dine. And they have a wide variety of menu of items that you can enjoy there. Things like French toast, all your breakfast items that you typically love, eggs, bacon, sausage, hash browns, pancakes, all those lovely things. You can get your coffees as well too. But like I said, I was healthy and tried to get the same thing again. And then off to some drinks, and then we got some jerk. Every property, you'll notice that they do have your jerk. So we had jerk pork, jerk chicken, and then some festival as well too. Bobby D's, which is right by the main pool, they have all the items like chicken wings. They have, one of the things I loved was this milkshake, better than Chick-fil-A, hands down. Wonderful milkshake, and I think it starts with that lovely ice cream that they have there. Neptune's is your Mediterranean style restaurant. And of course, start with your drinks. All inclusive, you get free drinks. Enjoy your drinks. I had the Greek salad, which was delicious. And then I had the mai, which is an lemon butter sauce on a bed of vegetables. And then he had the fish basket. Next for dinner, we went off to Kimonos, which if you've been to any Sandals property, you know how lovely this place is. It's hibachi style, so you're going to sit with folks. Nice show while you dine there. And he was amazing. Really, really great opportunity to get to have this chef here. Even my hubby got to play in a little bit of the games. And no, he didn't catch it, but it was lovely to be part of that. For our final night, we went and did a private candlelit dinner right on the water. You get to sit in the sand. This is not included in your all-inclusive package, but I will say if it is a special occasion, you want to do something that allows just the two of you to be alone, something a little bit romantic, I highly suggest it. It comes in at $199, but you get a 3-course meal, champagne, a bottle of wine of your choice, and of course any drinks that you want. So it really is a nice experience, and it just kind of enhances your trip away. So if it's an anniversary or something like that, I'm going to highly recommend it for you. If you're looking something to kind of get a wow moment, this is it. Now, I will say my starter was disgusting. I don't like cold shrimp, so for me it wasn't great. But the food, of course, is very similar to something that we got at Zapadilla's, which was a surf and turf, and it was delicious. For dessert, then I had like a cheesecake, and that also was delicious. One of my favorite places on any of the Sandals properties is Cafe de Paris, and I usually visit every day. And all of the desserts, treats are delicious. You can get there your cakes, your coffees, your ice creams. Everything is so enjoyable there. I love the cappuccinos, and we just had a great time visiting daily. All right, next. I'm going to talk about some of our off-site activities that we did. We decided to leave the property twice. The first one was booked through Price Right ATV, and I'll put that in the link below. I just want to make sure I can confirm that for you. But this is pretty much a 90-minute tour that kind of takes you around the island and different hot spots. We really enjoyed this because it was an opportunity for us to kind of do some ATVing, but also get to sightsee at the same time. The gentleman was able to pick us up from our hotel, and the price was rather reasonable. It was about $280 for the two of us. We were able to get 2 ATVs with that and resort pickup and drop off, along with doing the sightseeing that we were able to do there. And I did chicken out at the last minute, so we got a buggy where we both considered, which was fine for me. I'm not sure my husband loved it, but I wanted to be a passenger princess, so you know, it is what it is. So he even showed us on our tour Drake's property there as well too. We couldn't go inside or anything like that, but he just pointed out, hey, this is where Drake stays when he comes to the island. And also he's toured famous folks like DJ Khaled and a few others that have been there, some basketball players and things like that. So I didn't find him anywhere but Instagram, but you know, you have to do you. For us, this worked out very well, and we were able to do what we wanted to do. He had a good time, I had a good time, and you're gonna have have opportunity to see what we got to see. There was one spot that we stopped while we were on the tour that honestly still lives with me to this day. It is unforgettable, and I haven't seen anything quite like it yet. Nothing like the eyes have seen. Right here, what you're gonna see is this is where a lot of folks go out on their boats and meet for drinks and things like that, which is really nice. The water here is crystal clear. This picture doesn't show it, but all around our property, as well as while we were out touring, we got to see how beautiful and clear the water is. It kind of reminds me of Maldives as far as clarity of the water. Now here is what I was talking about. It is the hole / cave. I was so afraid. From up top, it doesn't look like anything much, but once you climb into it, you're going to see how beautiful it is. And honestly, there it goes. Boom. Beautiful. Amazing. Take it in. Wow. I still get chills looking at these pictures and videos. I really loved it. We got to sit in there for a little while, and there's something really peaceful about being that close to nature that I enjoy. And if you enjoy nature, I would definitely highly recommend this tour for you. It is hot outside, but it's so worth it once you get to this last stop, which is called the Hole, Cave, whatever, either or. And we climbed down there. The tour guide was so helpful. He helped me get in because I was a scaredy cat, but we got to go in there and just see it and take it in. We sat in there for a little while. Very, very peaceful, and I highly suggest if you're there, take a chance, go on a tour outside of the resort and enjoy being with the locals, as well as seeing some of what the island has to offer, because a lot of times when you go in there, you can see me, I'm smiling now that I made it in there. But at first I was so scared to go down there. Look at us, ain't we cute? Yes. We had really, really a good time on this tour, and like I said, it's not too long, so you go away for your 90 minutes, and because we're on the all-inclusive property, you get to eat when you get back, so you don't have to spend any additional money on that. And there's so many restaurants for you to choose from at the property, so no need to spend any money outside. But I highly suggest when you go and bring water with you so that you can stay hydrated while you're out there. Look at my man. Isn't he cute? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right. The next activity we did off-site was a 2-hour Champagne sunset tour. On a boat, of course, and they pick you up right from the resort, which is really, really nice. I thought they were going to meet us here at the dock, but beware, you will have to take your shoes off, get in the water, and climb up. They do have a ladder there that helps you get up. The boat is wonderful, really huge, a lot of space on there. We were the first pickup, so we got the drinks flowing right away. I will suggest, which I didn't do, is bring a hair tie with you if you have long hair, because after a while that wind is whipping you and your hair will not stay in place, even if it's curled so pretty. But what we're there to enjoy was the sunset, and it was magical. There you go, my hair already. It won't let me be great, but I'm there. But we had a really good time. The sunset was magical, especially that golden hour when the sun is really, really at its prime for setting purposes. You can see once again the water is super clear. The boat was very clean. The guys on the boat treated us very well. They took pictures for us. They were so helpful. There are some appetizers that go along with this tour as well too, a champagne toast, and they have several drinks for you to choose from, so you won't get and I will say I think the drinks were kind of stronger than what we're getting on the property, but that's between you and I. We enjoyed ourselves. So if you're there and you love the sunset, I highly recommend taking this tour. I will also provide that link there, just because it was a really great tour. I get nothing from it, but I think if you're going, it'll help you plan your trip, and you can see, look how beautiful. Oh, I love sunsets. Anytime I get a chance, I will watch a sunset. And it was really nice watching it on the water. Although on the property, there are several places you can sit and just enjoy the sunset, all right? So that's pretty much what we did offsite, those two activities. This activity ran us about $120 per person, but it picks you right up from the hotel, so you don't have any additional costs there where you have to get transport or anything like that. And it was wonderful. Let's talk about on-site property activities now. As you know, Sandals has an abundance of activities for everybody. Of course, I try to indulge as much as possible on the water activities. And here you can see us doing the sailing. You can go out on your own, but I prefer to go out with somebody because I just, at the end of the day, it's nature, and we'd rather have a professional with us, but it's so nice to go out there and do a sailing. I will say, if you're unable to go on the off-site tours, this is a good way to get on the water a little bit away. Of course, it's just you and your person, or if you have your kids with you at beaches, they can go with you as well too. But it's a nice way to kind of get on the water and see a little bit further away from the resort. And if you're going nearer to the end of the day, then you can do this. You don't have to have reservations or anything like that for this. There are some other activities that I'm going to show you later on that you will have to have reservations for at the property in order to indulge in them. But this is the sailing, and as you can see, you go pretty far out, but it's so nice to be out there and look at the sun. Once again, I love it. So if you're there, I would say definitely try this. Next up, you're going to see the aqua bikes, which is really nice as well, too. I will say I underestimated how much work it takes to ride these bikes on the water. But we tried. We did our best, and it was fun. It was fun. So if you're there, same thing. You don't need any reservations for this either. You can just go out, and once the next person is done, you can just hop on. And they're so kind there. They took pictures for us. One thing I do love doing is just taking a long stroll on the beach, in the water, in the ocean, and we did that for certain. And it's just so beautiful to be there and doing that. The other thing that we did, which you do need reservations for, is to go out on the glass bottom boat. And just beware, although this is for a family resort, of course, this is something that will be with kids and stuff like that. So if you're really trying to have something more intimate, this is not the thing for you. I don't mind. We have kids, so we know what it's all about. And of course, they get preferences and stuff like that. And as it should be. So you're going to see here, we go out. This is about 30 minutes where you're going to go out. You will have an opportunity to kind of sightsee and see a few things. But of course, it's the ocean, so it's not a controlled atmosphere. So sometimes you see stuff and sometimes you don't. We were seeking out to see the turtles that they have out there, and it did take quite a while, but I will say they were so patient and waiting for us to kind of catch a glimpse of a turtle, and we finally did at the end. So if you're there and you like something like this as well too, I highly recommend going out early the first morning you're there and making reservations and seeing if you can get yourself on the list for the glass bottom boat. We were lucky enough to get on the list, and it was a nice experience. It's not too long, not too short. I think it's right amount of time for you to kind of go out there and sightsee. And you go out, like I said, just far enough, and you're able to see at the end. We did catch the turtle, so that you will see in a few seconds there. If you keep your eyes on the closest square nearest to the bottom of the screen, that's where you're going to get a glimpse of the turtle that was out there, one of those sea turtles. And it was just really nice to catch that. All right, here he comes. There he goes. So there you go. You got to see the turtle, and it was so nice. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that this property does have quite a few pools, and this is one of the larger pools that you can see. This is the main pool, and we enjoyed ourselves. Get yourself an umbrella. It is very heated there. If you like this video, please share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.